Hello, this is Sudhakar Moparthy. Today we're going to talk about S3 data consistency model. Basically, we want to talk about the difference between strongly consistent and eventually consistent models. Okay, let's go to our C1, C2 diagram. Okay, let me log in. My tasks. Okay. So here we have our request object, and we can make different types of requests. We can make a put request, which means I want to upload a file to S3. So for that request, I need to pick my bucket, and I need to pick my key, and I upload. And I need to tell what is my file. And then when I do the put operation, request, when this request is successful, we will get a S3 object, and that would be with this key, and this would be the file attached to that in S3. So it will be, there will be a URI, so that's the path, the URI. Okay, so that's what that request type does. So what if once the put operation is successful, if I do a get request, let me use my invisible pencil. If I use a get operation, get request, then I will get back my data, which is this file. Okay, so once it is successful, so that's what it means by strongly consistent. So once it is successful, you will get back definitely that data. And this is the concept pioneered by Amazon. Highly available and unlimited amount of data that can be put in S3, and rest assured that it will be available to you. It will never return a corrupt data. This put request, suppose if you again upload this with the same key, then it will override. And if that operation is successful, then you will get the new one. So that's what I mean by strongly consistent. So strongly consistent happens with put requests, delete requests, get and list on the objects, on objects. The moment an object is there in S3, strongly consistent. Suppose a bucket is deleted, let's say. You make a request to delete a bucket. Then you list those buckets. So it may still show that bucket, because it may take some time for it to clean up the bucket and then remove the bucket. So that is called eventually consistent. So bucket delete operation is eventually consistent. So in DynamoDB service, where database service provided, DynamoDB is one of the services from AWS. You can make requests for the data in that DynamoDB. Strongly consistent or eventually consistent. So by default, eventually consistent in DynamoDB service. Strongly consistent means if the data is written, it will have to finish that operation, and then it will, once that acknowledgement comes, everything is good, then it will return. So it takes a little more effort and resources to bring strongly consistent data in case of DynamoDB service. But anyway, here the main point we want to highlight is these two words: strongly consistent, eventually consistent. The reason why those names are given, because if I duplicate data, let's say in two places, same data, whatever is here is also here, and if I am updating this, it will take some time for it to update in this duplicate copy. So during that period, if you read, you may read this, or you may read the old one, the duplicate. So eventually consistent means this latest one will be copied to the to another region. For example, those are two regions, let's say you are copying. So it will be eventually be available in this region also. So like that, we will differentiate between strongly consistent and eventually consistent. Strongly consistent, again, if you write it, you finish it, and then when you try to read it, there's no ambiguity. Okay, you will get back your data. So when you have duplicate copies, then eventually consistent mechanism kicks in. Well, that's all I have for today. Thanks a lot. Take care. Bye-bye.